coming, the drums rum-tumming everywhere. So prepare, say a prayer, send the word to beware. We'll be over, we're coming over, and we won't come back till it's over there.
What passing bells for these who die as cattle? Only the monstrous anger of the guns. Only the stuttering rifles' rapid rattle and patter out their hasty orisons. No mockeries for them. No prayers nor bells, nor any voice of mourning save the choirs. The shrill, demented choirs of wailing shells. And bugles calling for them from sad shires. What candles may be held to speed them all? Not in the hands of boys, but in their eyes shall shine the holy glimmers of goodbyes. The pallor of girls' brows shall be their pall, their flowers the tenderness of patient minds, and each slow dusk a drawing down of blinds.
This program to bring you a special news bulletin. The Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air, President Roosevelt has just announced. We take you now to Washington.
My fellow Americans, in this poignant hour, I ask you to join with me in prayer. Almighty God, impart our courage unto our sons, wheresoever they may be. With thy blessing, we shall prevail over the unholy forces of our enemy.
We're off to see Herr Hitler, the mythical Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, a son of a by God.
Let us pray that peace be now restored to the world.
5, 4,
and that God
3,
will preserve it
1.
always.
As a great philosopher once said, you ain't nothing but...
Harvey, want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
It's pretty harsh.
Well, so's your coffee.
If you are a motion picture actor who was featured in newspaper stories, would it have been as a result of your performances in World War II?
Yes, that would be true, Miss Harley.
Well.
Mr. Cerf?
Are you Audie Murphy?
Audie Murphy, right.
On Sunday, June 25th, Communist forces attacked the Republic of Korea.
I knew it'd be bad, and I hope I was just, I hope I can do what I'm supposed to do and don't let anybody down.
I wanted to cry. I didn't, but I wanted to cry.
You learn to control your emotions.
Everything was frozen like a rock.
But you just kept putting one foot ahead of the other.
And I heard bang, bang, bang.
And then you'd hear a scream. Somebody had been hit.
The enemy coming at us in these huge numbers.
We just barely survived.
I just thank God for letting me survive that. And I pray about the other fellows that we've lost.
Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans.
Here is a bulletin from CBS News. From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago. Vice President Lyndon Johnson has left the hospital.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
But it is increasingly clear to this report that the only rational way out then will be to negotiate, not as victims, but as an honorable people who lived up to their pledge to defend democracy and did the best they could. This is Walter Cronkite.
I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Somewhere in space, this may all be happening right now. Star Wars, 1 billion years in the making, and it's coming to your galaxy this summer.
The goal is world peace. That must be our prime responsibility.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
From ABC, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings. Reporting tonight from Berlin,
from the Berlin Wall specifically. Take a look at them. They've been there since last night.
Zeit für mich, singe ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballons auf ihrem Weg zum Horizont. Denkst du vielleicht grad an mich, dann singe ich ein Lied für dich von 99 Luftballons, dass sowas von sowas kommt.
Something is happening outside.
A powerful Iraqi army invaded its trusting and much weaker neighbor, Kuwait.
We don't stand a chance if we don't get aid from our friends.
It is a prescription for war, this Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, the tiny country that is a primary source of oil.
Our goal is not the conquest of Iraq. It is the liberation of Kuwait.
I'm sure the price of oil is going to set a new record tomorrow. The war can begin at any time.
In just seconds, we're going to see Marlon Fitzwater, the president's spokesman. He'll come through the door behind me, make the official announcement, and here he is.
The liberation of Kuwait has begun.
The armed forces of the United States began an operation at the direction of the president.
Iraqi anti-aircraft gunners probed the sky with trails of tracer bullets.
A Scud missile attack alert is underway.
Virtually the entire Iraqi Air Force, in the words of one Pentagon source, has now been decimated.
More than 25,000 Iraqis have now been taken prisoner of war in 2 days.
The heavy tank divisions moved quickly through southern Iraq. 270 tanks destroyed in 2 days.
His defeated forces are retreating.
We just had a plane crash into Alpha 4 of the World Trade Center. The World Trade Center, tower number 1, is on fire. The whole outside of the building was just a huge...
Every nation in every region now has a decision to make. Either you are with us or you are with the terrorists.
I don't have to tell you guys, I know your company commanders all the way down through the chain of command. I told you. Guys, we're going to war. War.
Troops moving up the road.
We're with what's called the Raging Bulls Tank Company.
We were with the 315 Infantry. This is a very fast-moving force by traditional military standards.
The MLRS rockets, the multiple launch rocket systems.
A powerful moment in history, April 9th, 2003, the day some say Baghdad fell.
Major combat operations in Iraq have ended. In the Battle of Iraq, the United States and our allies have prevailed.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, "Come and see." And I saw, and behold, a white horse. There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame. Everybody won't be treated all the same. There'll be a golden ladder reaching down when the man comes around. The hairs on your arm will stand up at the terror in each sip and in each sup. Will you partake of that last offered cup, or disappear into the potter's ground when the man comes around?
Now the pitch, and it's line foul into the seats down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I'll tell you what's going on. The crowd is chanting USA. And the reason for that is that there are reports circulating. I am not sure if they've yet been confirmed by the White House that Osama bin Laden is dead.
We will be true to the values that make us who we are. And on nights like this one, we can say to those families who have lost loved ones to Al-Qaeda's terror, justice has been done.
Oh.